Buzzes are always good, unless, of course, 3 come at once.
Why? What's wrong with 3 buzzers?
No, 3 buses.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's what they call them, buzz. They call them the buzz in Birmingham. It's great, eh? So anyway, welcome to Elevensies with Lisa Anton, and believe it or not,
Skittle has found her way down to the great room.
She's decided it's apt and appropriate so to join us. So
But mom.
She's obsessive compulsive.
Just slightly for a tiny kid.
Slightly.
Oh no.
Now please, see, now this is the thing. She's just so annoying. We're just going to cause all manner of disruptions. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Good morning, Erin. I can tell people are joining us. It's working. It's Magickal Moonday. It's Magickal Moonday.
Is
it's
Magickal
Moonday.
Moonday.
It's September the 27th. Gosh, that's another month gone.
It's my mom's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to your mum. How about that? Oh.
She would have been 99.
It's one of the loudest drummers I know birthdays as well today.
It's Glenn, folks.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're watching this, Glenn, which you're probably not because you're in Wales.
Happy birthday.
I should shout, mate. This guy plays with chair legs. I tell you, he's such a really good drummer. Yeah. but boy, has he got some dynamic. What about the dynamics? I'm playing as loud as I can. All right. That's it. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Jen.
Hat tip to you, Glenn. Hope you're doing all right.
All right, Skittle, don't turn off this computer, please.
Please, no, just calm down, Skittle. And don't eat the computer.
Oh, she's rubbing it so it's hers.
If we have an inadvertent service interruption, please.
It won't be on Facebook.
Well, I
Unless,
don't
of
know.
course,
No, I mean
onto
it
the
depends. Camera. It depends what you. Oh no! Stop that! Now I'm going to scratch all over the place.
Oh dear!
Stop it! Anybody want this cat?
Shauna, good morning, Anita. Anyway, Magickal Moonday.
Yes. So, you said you were going to talk about all sorts of fun stuff.
Well,
today.
I decided to look and see where the moon was.
It's not a bad idea,
right? And what it might be doing.
And what is it doing?
Well,
apart from looking splendid.
When we want to learn another language, the easiest way to do that is kind of a few words at a time. And then we put the words together into sentences. And then we put the sentences together into paragraphs and that kind of thing.
Je m'appelle Claude.
Anyway, so the moon today, which rules our emotions and psychic thoughts and intuition and forward vision, because the moon is associated with the third eye, is in Gemini.
Oh, gotta look at everything twice.
And Gemini is extremely creative and extremely inquisitive.
Oh, aren't they?
And very much able to kind of multitask. So when we put those two things together, we find that today might be a day to bring in information. Intuitively process the information, and able to be a little more creative with our thinking. And I think that it would be a great day to kind of give a special project a little extra insight. Good morning, Savannah. Good morning,
Well, you're
Nessa.
Saying, got a whole bunch of people saying good morning.
All right. So then we look and we see what else is the moon doing.
Well, it's tomorrow. It's actually last quarter.
I was going to continue.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were asking me a question then.
No, I said then we...
You said, what else is the moon doing? Go on,
we look at what else the moon is doing. I will look at you when it's your turn, and then you can have the floor.
No, dear. Suitably reprimanded, I see.
Because I lose my train of thought, and I'll never get it back. I'm old now. And
come on, focus.
Mental pausal. Okay. All right. The other thing that's happening is it's at a degree, right? It has moved along in Gemini to 18 degrees this morning. So it is trining Jupiter, because Jupiter's in Aquarius. So that's like having a friend who can help you make things happen. So if you are being creative and intuitive and looking to process things and make things happen, or, you know, like map something out and look into the process. You've got this great friend, Jupiter in Aquarius, who can help you bring these things forward. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's very jovial. It's the happy friend. So today is a really good day to take advantage of Moon Jupiter energy.
Okay, I've got a question for you. Good morning, Pam, by the way. Trine. Okay, so these are like aspects, right? Because I know what in opposition, that means it's directly opposite, okay, or thereabouts. Square is probably, it's like at 90 degrees too.
That's a rough one. Squares are challenges. Think about if you walked into the corner of the sharp corner of a table.
Ow.
Yeah.
I've been known to do that.
This is how I teach astrology, though, because people remember.
So trine indicates
it's the resolution of opposite.
Oh, it's where you've got a triangular aspect.
More than often than not, they are in the same element, but it's not always the case because it goes by degree. So if the moon was very, very late degree Gemini, it wouldn't necessarily trine something in Libra or Aquarius at very early degree. The orb would be too big, but don't worry about all those words.
It's a little bit of blood trickling.
Good morning, Brenda.
All right, so the idea is, like, I guess these are called aspects, are they? It's where something makes an aspect planets in aspects and all that sort of fun stuff. Yeah. All right. So
what else is the moon doing?
It's an auspicious time. Oh, you're actually asking me now. Well, I know. Tomorrow, quite early in the day, very early in the day, I think it actually becomes last quarter. I'm sorry.
Last quarter.
Last
so it looks
quarter,
like half a moon.
Looks like
it's
half
always
a
so
moon.
Confusing.
Oh no, but it's gone 3/4 of the way round.
Right, because we can't see the other half, so it looks like half a moon, but it's really only a quarter.
This is very true because the moon is in synchronous orbit, which means we always see the same face because it's tidally locked to the Earth. And yes, the seas have captured the moon, but the moon has captured the seas. It's kind of fun, really. But yes, so moves a lot of water to the moon. But it's a great time to actually look at the moon when it's half illuminated. It's beautiful. If you've got yourself a telescope or even just a decent pair of binoculars, you can really see a tremendous amount of detail on the moon's surface at this time. It's quite beautiful. Gosh, yes, and also interesting sort of things going on. So the phase of last quarter really relates to the Sabbath of Alban Elved, which we've just had, where the darkness is going to overcome the light. At the moment, half of it is lit up, and if you actually see one of those maps of the Earth, where they project the sunset, sunrise, and sometimes it's like a sine wave. It actually looks like a dead half at the equinoxes, which is great because it's equal night. So that mirrors that Sabbath. So it's kind of apt and appropriate in that time. So it's really where you think about magical energies now. This is where the time of harvest, this is where you really start to think about preserving the best stuff and keeping it for next year, for next cycle to plant, which in this case is going to be, where the new moon comes and then we start to see the first light. And
I'm excited to start the Craft of the Wise class again because we have a whole class just on the moon and it's a lot of fun.
Oh, goodness. We go into a lot of detail about the moon, but again, it's only one class out of 12 that we do on the moon, but it's there's so much that people, I love the light bulb moments where people go, oh, bloody hell, I never knew that. I've learned something today, and it's amazing. Yeah. So the other thing, Mercury goes retrograde today. So energies of Gemini, the last quarter moon Gemini kind of thing.
Mercury rules Gemini.
Absolutely.
So it's a great day to redo something.
And Gemini like to look at both sides of things. They have this ability to, as Lisa says, be very inquisitive. I mean, they make fabulous detectives.
Well, think about all of the air signs, right? Gemini is the Roman numeral 2. So there's 2 sides to that. Mm-hmm. Libra is the scales, trying to find balance. There's 2 sides to that. Mm-hmm. And Aquarius has the 2 jolts or the 2 waves.
Yes.
So all of the air signs have this way of being able to... No, they're not. Gemini is the only dual sign.
Okay. They don't all have a duality about them.
all of the air signs have the ability to look at both sides of a problem.
Okay.
Or to see that it is a 6 and it is a 9. But the dual signs are another story.
See now, this 6 and 9 you keep talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's only relevant if it's entirely in isolation. If that number were to appear in a series, if, for example, there were the other side of it 5 and 7, then somebody is wrong.
Think the 5 was a 2.
so sometimes you need all of the data, not just a simple little snapshot. But yeah, it's interesting to look at things. So
my cousin Lita came on and she said, "Lisa, you are looking so much like your mom." I am, and you know what, Lita? Today would be my mom's 99th birthday.
Bless. There you go. And she shuffled off this mortal coil. Some appreciable
Oh,
time
my
ago.
mom passed when she was only 64. She's been gone a long time.
Very sad.
I
would
miss
love
her.
to have
I
met
miss
her.
her every day. Oh, you'd have loved her. She was a pisser. She was really wonderful, but my God, she had she was very, very intelligent, very, very smart, and had a really wry, kind of dry wit.
Oh.
Really, a lot like
My
my niece Kathleen is cut right out of
I
butt,
love
yeah.
Kathleen. She is so sharp, so funny. I love her to small pieces.
But yeah, I agree. But you know what, Lita? I really thought my mom was so beautiful that I don't mind looking like her.
There you go. There you go. It's all good. It's all good, isn't it? Yeah.
Skittle likes to be rocked, so that's why I'm just,
Well, yeah.
she's so spoiled.
She's just, it's very considerate of you to wear black to emphasize the wonderful colouring of the hairs that will be left behind when you put it down.
Oh, well.
This is why witches are supposed to have black cats.
And Brenda says the moon is in Gemini and I'm using my map for a trip in April.
Oh, how about that then?
Mm.
How cool is that? So yeah, it's a good time to revisit, redo, reassess, definitely. So yeah, look at all the data that you have before you. Re-examine your ideas, revisit a project you started on. It's a great time to use that. Make Mercury work for you. The fact that you're having a go-over, a do-over, use it for a do-over.
Yeah.
Don't. I would strongly counsel not starting something brand new right
During
now.
during Mercury retrograde, it's not the best idea. Now, people say, "Oh my God, but I've been working on this and I finally found the apartment that I want." And what you're saying is I shouldn't sign the lease? Well, if it's something that you've been working on previously, it's a good time to finish up old business.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do start a new project, like you're saying, maybe not the best time to start a new project, you may have to do it over after Mercury goes direct.
You might have to revisit it.
Right. If you sign some documents, they may be lost, or something might, if you.
We're waiting for your references. They didn't turn up.
Or something like that. So sometimes if we do something new during Mercury retrograde's energy there, we have to redo it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mercury only goes retrograde for about 30 days at a time.
Yeah, I can tell you when it goes
But,
direct. I've got look at my little calendar here.
I think the 19th of October.
Oh, we'll keep going.
Anyway, but there, if you said Mercury was here, and then it appeared to go backwards, retrograde until here, it needs to get back to the same degree it was when it started to go backwards in order for us to truly feel relief. However, once Mercury goes direct, it's a great time to sign documents or get things done.
I don't think I have it.
You probably do, but there's so many things on the calendar you can't see much.
Well, it's not on our calendars. What are you talking about?
No,
we got
15 things on one day.
Nothing to do.
It's in my taroscopes, which I think we're going to talk about Wednesday night because it doesn't look like anybody signed up for the divination class, so we'll just be reading taroscopes.
That works. We can do that. We can do that. If nobody signed up, that's it. Well, we could plug the hell out of it now. It's your last chance
because tomorrow we're going to make
a decision whether we're going to do that or not. We're not going to do it for nobody.
But
or one person.
But we'll do our usual thing where we read the taroscopes and talk about what's going on for the coming month.
Yes.
This is a lot of cool stuff in the skies.
Erin's saying, crap, I forgot. You can sign up on the website. Yeah.
You know what we've done is left the cards out in the other room.
Do you know what? Fortunately, I have a pair of legs. Send Skittle for him. She does nothing.
She could fetch them.
Yeah,
She could drag them because they're almost as big as she is. She's so tiny.
Savage them.
Skittle is so tiny, but she's such a Napoleon syndrome. She really puts all the other cats in their places, even though some of them are much bigger than her. She's a little stink. And if I stop rocking, she'll probably run away because there'll be nothing in it for her. Oh, goodness.
It's all my fault.
It is?
Yep.
I think it's Skittle's fault.
That's always
Look at
my
her,
fault.
she's a little paw stretched out. She's all lounging. She's purring too. I can feel her purring.
Oh, I don't know. What time is
7 to 8:30.
7 to 8:30, maybe a little longer.
But if we only get like 1 or 2 people, we're just going to read the tarot
Sarah
cards.
says, Skittle, earn your keep. You've got to pull your weight around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know, dogs have masters, don't they? And they're obedient and do everything. I'll
Cats
go and
have
fetch that.
servants.
Yeah, they have a staff. We have to clean up after them all the time. You know, pardon me while I just knock that crap all over here. You know?
All right. Can you pull the card? Because
You're busy.
with Skittle.
Let's see what we get today. Oh, what a good card.
Strange.
I love this card. I always see this card as Lisa and I, to be honest.
The
'cause
lion and
I'm the lion.
the tamer.
And she's fuzzing me up, which is nice because I like to be fuzzed. It's true.
Yes, he does like
I do.
attention.
Okay.
Just a little.
Just a smidgen.
Yeah.
Once in a while. Just.
All right. My reading for you for this card for today is be strong, be direct, but be compassionate. In other words, you got to get your point across without yelling. You've got to be heard without starting an argument. And you've got to process the information in a way that's positive for everyone. So that's an interesting task.
It is, but it's actually quite achievable because the strongest force in the entire universe is love. And you can never run out of love. If you push love out wherever you go, it's like pushing water uphill with a broom. It just washes right around you back, you know, and surrounds everything. It's kind of beautiful and wonderful. And why are we looking at?
Just you keep going.
Just me keep going. I'm sorry, I'm easily squirrel. See, she has infinite resources available to her. And she's got that beautiful Mobius loop or whatever it is above her head. Ah, that's your mum. Yeah, you found a picture of your mum. I don't know how to share that right now.
I don't know either.
Oh well, there you go. This you could hold your computer up and show it, but you'd have to put Skittle down. So yeah, if you come at everything from a place of love, and I think that is the acid test really. If you come at it from a place of love, you can never get it wrong. You know, and that's the thing, isn't it? What?
I'm going to hold it up.
Well, hold it up. Here you go. You should be able to sort of see something like, yeah, you can sort of see now. Okay, here, look. You see this in real time.
Okay. That's my mom.
Very beautiful.
And that's when she was actually about the age I am now.
Yeah, well, there you go. Look at that. Yeah.
All right.
So, love conquers all. Strongest force in the entire universe. If she'd have come strong like bull with the lion, she'd be lunch. But oh no, the lion is absolute putty in her hands, and Skittle is actually planning a leap now. I think, straight onto the table. This
That might
episode
be dangerous.
may end
May end-
unexpectedly.
May end badly.
Erin's saying, "Oh my God, total ringer." Well, you know, come on. She's
Well, she is my mom.
got to be there. So it's all good. It's wonderful, beautiful. Yeah, we should, you know, as we move into the time of honouring the ancestors.
Yep, here she comes.
Maybe
She
she thought about it. But this tablecloth may not.
Yes, it
stay
is
on.
time to honour the ancestors.
Yeah, I've got one of the most wonderful photographs I have of my dad, which I love tremendously, was when we took them for, was it their, which wedding anniversary was it? We took them up to, they wanted to go to this place, Mum and Dad wanted to go
The
to
chateau or something?
Impney, yeah, Chateau Impney, which is near
Oh
Droitwich.
gosh, I don't know. They were well into their 70s, maybe 80 by then.
Yeah. No, it was a very special, very special occasion, and it was hilarious because we drove obviously for them so they could enjoy themselves. But you got a picture of him in the back of your car with chrysanthemum carnation, is it? Carnation in his mouth. It's just like, I just think that's so
very French.
Oh yeah,
or Spanish
or whatever.
Just
yeah.
Because it's good to be funny.
It is.
All right, so somebody's asking for a reading, and what I will tell you is today is Elevensies. It's our morning show. Mm-hmm. Our give back free readings online are the third Wednesday of every month, so we won't be doing that again until October. And if it is that you would like, if it is that you're talking about asking for a reading in person, I'm on a medical leave right now, but we do have 11 other readers, and we have readings every day. They're $50 for half an hour, $90 for an hour. Today we have Danny the Rune Reader on, and we do have, like 2 or 3 readers pretty much every day. Mm. And thank you. Shauna says she's beautiful, and you do look a lot like her. So for Kayla or Tina or Thomas, not quite sure what this is about, but you could call the shop, 845-255-5756, and book something in person or by phone.
Absolutely.
Phone readings, there is a charge for using a credit card.
That's right. But other than that,
we're all good.
Other than that, yes.
And as usual, we're off to the races. Monday is our admin day, and we've got a lot of mailing to do,
a ton of stuff to do,
bills to pay, people to see. And
we're starting to put together the first package for the Craft of the Wise
that starts October 10th.
I'm so looking forward to that course.
So that is a year and a day's class. It's 12 sessions. And they're 4-hour sessions, so it's almost 50 hours of instruction.
It's a half day.
From 1 to 3, we have a teaching, a workshop lecture kind of thing, and we discuss pretty much everything that's in our book. And then
and a lot of stuff that isn't.
We have a ritual where we do journey work, and later on we get to some magic. And then we are reading a special book. That not ours, and discussing it, and it's a tiny little book, but you get a lot of information from discussing that book.
It's a book of which you cannot not have an opinion.
Right. You either read the first chapter and go, hell yes, I'm so glad we're reading this book, or you read the first chapter and you go,
no.
But if it speaks to you, then you're really meant to be in the class. And so the class will go from October 10th. One Sunday a month, all the way until October 2022. Mm-hmm. You will get a robe and an athame and a pouch and all kinds of other magical
wands,
divination tools, the binder, the book that we're doing for our book discussion, and you will also get a copy of Shauna Davis's Mabinogi. It's a really cool class with lots of fun stuff in it. And we're really looking forward to it. We do have a few seats left.
Yep.
And for the winter, we will definitely be Zooming. And we do have people out of state again, so we'll be Zooming every class. But if you were concerned that you didn't live close enough for the winter coming, or you were a little bit shy COVID-wise,
that's totally fine too.
That's totally fine too. You can Zoom.
Yep. We, it's an ill wind that blows nobody any good. And, they say necessity is the mother of invention. Not blowing our trumpet. Well, we've gotten really good at adapting our rituals and our trainings to work Zoom, remotely, which is good because that's opened it up to
we won't miss anything this winter either.
Number of people, nothing's going to get snowed out.
We always have an issue where it snows on a Friday night or something. So
we don't like it when people have to. We don't like to endanger anybody.
Right. So people will feel like they want rituals so badly that they'll drive in maybe a bad circumstance. So.
Yeah, absolutely. But now you can join in from afar. So that's kind of cool, and it's lovely, and it really is quite lovely. And so I'm hugely grateful that technology's come on the way it has. That we have that.
And that it's private, and you don't have to worry about who can hack into it or whatever. So
it's nice. It's all good, and it's pleasant. What time is it on Sundays? The Craft of the Wise course, Pam?
It is the second Sunday of the month from 1 to 5. It's a 4-hour class all afternoon on Sunday.
Erin wants to know, where are those details? The details for the Craft of the Wise class
On Facebook events.
They're on Facebook events, and you can also read about it on if I'm not entirely mistaken, you'll find it on our website under courses, classes, and subscriptions. You will.
Okay.
You can certainly read about it.
All the dates are listed, and all the subject matter is listed. So you can go and you can say, okay, they're going to do the history of Wicca first, and we'll talk about the movers and shakers, and
what is Wicca?
What is Wicca?
What is Wicca?
Then I think the next class is the elements. I don't know. No,
elements come later.
The next class is Wheel of the Year.
Probably is it the Wheel of the Year first?
And then the third class is the Mabinogi, and the fourth class is Moon.
Something like
but
that.
You'll see there's like all the components layered and layered and layered on each other. But yeah, I think we did Wheel of the Year, and then we did the mythology, because that goes with the Wheel of the Year, and then we layer the 8 phases of the moon onto the 8 Sabbats, and then that blows your mind. And then
there is a method behind our madness, the way that we teach it, because each one builds on the next.
Yeah.
And we'll be honest as well. There is a point where if somebody misses, it's inevitable. Somebody's going to miss something because,
But if you
a
miss
life
3,
event or a problem. If you miss 3, you just cannot complete the course. There's no way. So we're going to move you to the next one should that happen.
Right.
Because there's just too much to try and...
We know that you haven't gotten.
Yeah. You can't.
So we teach it once a year.
Yeah. But it takes a year.
It takes a year.
It takes a year. Takes a year and a day, actually.
It's billed as... This is not your get witch quick course.
Oh, hell, it's not. No,
you got to have time to process.
Work.
It is a lot like Reiki in a sense that you have to have this download of information and then time to process it. So
it's cool. It's
it's a good investment
in
your spirituality.
Mm-hmm.
And you could say, okay, it's a $50 deposit and $50 a month, so that's $650. But it's only $12.50 a week.
Which isn't much, really.
A couple cups of coffee to invest in your spirituality. So it's really not a bad deal.
Yeah.
Plus the fact that you're getting nearly $300 worth of items by the time we're done, right? You're getting a binder, a notebook, pen, 2 books, witches' runes, a robe, an athame, a cord, a pouch. Just like there's a whole table full of stuff.
Yeah.
In fact, I think there's a picture of all the stuff.
There's a lot of stuff
that doesn't include candles and crystals and all kinds of other things. So
yeah, there's a whole slew of stuff that you go through, and the only reason we charge really is to cover our expenses. Well, frankly,
right.
It's
a lot of printing for the people who come in person. And it's our energy, and
it is, and it indicates also somebody's willing to invest in themselves, not just the money but the time. The time and the money. That does. If something is free, it has no value.
Right.
Often, easy come, easy go. If you were like dripping in money and you could just change your Rolls Royce every time the ashtrays are full, kind of thing. There's nothing of any value to you. This has to have value, it's important. It's your spirituality. So, yeah, if there is an issue where somebody's really struggling to make ends meet, we will entertain doing something.
A barter
exchange of energy in some way.
A barter of some sort, but you have to pay ahead, because we've been burned where we've actually let somebody barter and then they never showed up. Or they didn't turn up for the thing we asked them to do.
They didn't meet their side of the bargain.
We asked them to do that in pay in advance. Like if I say, okay, could you come for a few hours and staple labels onto something, and that'll pay for this class. If they don't come, then they're not going to come to class either. So.
Come hoe the weeds out of a flower bed or something. Something. It's
exchange of energy, because it's not good karma to just give it away either.
Right, but again, if you're struggling for money and you think this is something I'd love to do, get in touch with us privately and we'll figure something out for you, if we can. But yeah, okay. Well, listen, we've been wittering on for ages. I suppose we better get on.
A lot of ground to cover.
My coffee's gone cold.
Well, you better hurry and drink it. All right, people, have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much for watching. Please
Magickal Moonday. Pay attention to your psyche and your thoughts and emotions.
Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends all about us. All right. We've got some plans for what we're going to do with this show going forwards, but we've got to work on that. But it's a great time. Mercury retrograde, it's a great time
Finish
to
up
revisit
old
that.
business.
Yes, indeed. So thank you so much for watching, and have a beautiful and amazing day. Oh, hell, I've got to do this before
Well,
we...
Skittle is trying to show.
Skittle has just done my head in this.
She's just so cute. She can't help it.
She's just like, I've got to jump up here. I've got to chew your computer.
She's full grown, but she's like a teeny kitten. She's only like 6-month-old size. She's going to step on the computer any second.
Well, yeah, I'm just doing this so we don't get kicked off before we go. All right. Thank you so much,
Peace.
everybody,
Happiness.
for watching. Have an amazing day. And